Dude, the movie is so awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
I feel like every time I sit down with you, I'm always saying the movie is so awesome, but
You're very kind. You're very kind.
This movie is seriously awesome. When you got the script for this thing, were you like, is this really going to work? Because this is loaded.
Yeah, it's obviously daunting when you see how many things they're trying to accomplish and you see how many plots they're trying to navigate. But if there's anything I've learned from Marvel, is that they can handle it, you know?
Absolutely. I was so excited that Marvel finally got the reins for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that Feige and the Russos could control the character. You have some great scenes.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about getting to play with Spider-Man.
It was great. I mean, I got to do a couple of those test screenings with him, with the potential Spider-Mans. And even the first time we read with Tom, the scene we read, it says Spider-Man flips in to the scene. So I read with a couple guys, and then Tom was the last one to go. And Tom said before they rolled, he was like, do you want me to flip in? And everyone from Marvel said no, like they don't want him to get hurt. And the Russos were like, yes. And sure enough, this kid just absolutely Spider-Man'd into the scene and landed in the most superhero pose and nailed the scene. And it really just felt like, wow, this is Spider-Man.
We've talked a few times about your Marvel contract, and I'm, of course, going to bring it up today.
Sure.
It seems like they're doing so much more with your character, and it's every movie gets even better and better. Yeah. Have you re-upped? Have you started having those conversations?
There's no re-upping yet. I mean, I was just saying in my last interview that it's so funny thinking about how fast time has moved. You know, we started this in 2010, and 6 years is gone in a blink of an eye, and in the beginning it was so terrifying, and now you're almost scared to... I'm scared to walk away. I'm scared to not have one of these coming. It's for the past 6 years. There's always been, next year we start that one. And it's been wonderful, especially because the movies are so good. You know, when you make good movies, who wants to stop doing that? So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I know in the comic books that the shield gets passed off, and what you do know more than anything else in this process and meeting fans and experiencing these junkets and people who love the character is bigger than you. And whatever the character needs, whatever Marvel needs for that arc, I'm willing to do. So if that is me, you know, passing it off, you pass it off. But if they want to make more, I'm ready.
I got to go, but last thing real quick. What have you talked about with the Russos with Infinity War? And have they told you anything?
They told me everything. And it's I don't envy Marcus and McFeely. Those guys have a big task in front of them.
On that note, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to see you again.